What's up, Earthlings?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's going on, people? Oh, hold on. Let me fix the coloring on Santos and Phil.
Cults of Condemned podcast now in color.
That's right.
Yeah, but you guys look like the president sitting over there. Holy shit.
So the blue man group or the orange man group.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, wait, let's fix this. Hold on. Who? Oh, now it's like Sin City.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's better, at least.
That's even better.
This is horrifying.
I know.
This is like an 80s video or something.
Here we go.
Okay.
Let's come back to Earth.
That's good.
Look at this. We finally come back to the 20th century.
Oh, that looks nice.
And color television.
Right. Beautiful.
And you're not eating your dinner, so I can shut this light off.
Yes, please.
I was just explaining to these guys, I put that fucking blood dripping down in every single video.
Good. Because it's awesome.
It is super important, and I'm going to put it running up the screen next time because of the Glenn Danzig Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode, where he buys their house.
What?
Yeah, he buys Carl's house.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Awesome.
Hey, meet one.
yeah, he's like, Carl goes to him, he's like, oh, what did you say your name was? And he's like, Danzig, motherfucker. And there's like a robot that's like explaining this Christmas thing about like how the elven blood keeps coming out of his faucets. That's why he's selling the house.
Oh.
And the elven blood will flow for all eternity. And he's like explaining that like Santa was like this murderous ape.
Right.
That taught the other apes to use tools. It's like this fucking insane story.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great, I don't know, is that a kid's show?
Not really.
No, not at all.
That's not
definitely for
Adult
adults.
Swim?
It's
Yeah.
a stoner
That's not on
show.
Child
It is a
Swim?
stoner show, yes.
That's just fucking.
I never
love the
really
show.
watched
I
it
love the
aside
show.
from that episode and the episode with like the banana dog that rapes everybody.
Oh yeah, that was a great one. No,
love the
Aqua
show.
Teen is fantastic, and it's set in South Jersey for some odd reason. And my favorite character is Master Shake because he's just an asshole that fucks everybody else's shit up.
Yeah.
He's like Michael on The Office. He's just like the fucking provocateur.
I'm a big fan of Meatwad. Meatwad's my guy.
Meatwad, yeah.
There's one time where he bought a car and he had it parked in front of the house, in front of Carl's place. I think it was Carl's.
Yeah.
And he would just sit there in the car. Carl got really mad at him, so you gotta get rid of this car. He's just like, I can get rid of my car. He's just hanging out in the car.
Gotta get rid of this car. I love Carl. That's my
Yeah, Carl's great.
Yeah.
But that's like what I'm gonna be in like 30 years. It's just that, like, get the hell off my lawn, you fucking kids.
There's
The wife beater.
There's one episode where he gets really freaked out. He gets up too many drugs and he starts screaming about Styx and Dennis DeYoung. It's fucking hilarious. It's really funny.
That is a great show.
Yes, it is a great show.
We don't have a guest this evening.
That's all right.
We tried.
We can get into it about you being a provocateur on the internet.
I'm not a provocateur on the internet. I'm a provocateur
upsetting
in life.
people.
It's not just on the internet. I would say the same shit right here, to anybody. Really, I don't care. I don't know. I feel like people get like the wrong impression of me with that.
Okay.
And I feel really bad that like I don't know. Like I don't want anybody to really feel bad, but like you gotta have some sense of fucking awareness of like I feel like what you're doing, and if people handle everybody with kid gloves, like nobody's gonna get any better. Nobody's gonna realize like why this isn't being what you want it to be. Like
Okay.
I don't know. I just try to I really do try to rise everybody up, but I also come from this place of where I think you write the best songs when you're pissed off.
Okay.
And so really, like, I try, like, negative reinforcement a lot of the time to see, like, is this person gonna get fucking furious and, like, write a good song? Because that's when I'm fucking mad. I don't put a bitch through the wall. I fucking sit down with a guitar, I write a fucking angry song. Like,
Okay.
I feel like that's what musicians do. Like, a lot of musicians I know, most artists I know are, like, when they're fucking, they don't want to be pissed off, but when they're fucking pissed off, that's, like, when the shit just comes out of you like you're, fucking possessed.
Right. When I wrote the short story that I got published, I actually had a horrible job interview, and I was getting drunk by myself that night, and I just made up a bunch of jokes about it that made myself laugh, and I said, hey, that would be a good story, and I wrote it about 2 or 3 hours, the whole thing, and it was just done, and then it just poured out of me, and I could visually see the scenes in my head and stuff like that. And that's kind of, so it's kind of like, with the clam, when it gets a piece of sands inside of it, that's like a real irritant, and then it wraps the silk around, it makes a pearl. So that's my kind of analogy for it. You kind of take your pain as an artist, you make it into something worthwhile.
I like your clam, anal, Audrey.
But I think what happens to you, sir, is that, you don't feel good or something, and you're all pissed off and irritable.
No,
and you're ready to go off, and then you see something online, and you just fucking sound off.
No, it's not even really that. Most of the time, it's like, in the case of the girl from Dreamvelt that I made very furious, I really just was honest, like, with her. That's my honest opinion. Like, that's my opinion.
Yeah, but
really, who gives a shit?
Right.
But it's okay for her to fire back like, oh, well, you just write garbage 2-minute punk songs. It's like, cunt, if you slow them down, they could be 5 minutes, but they would be better than your song. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my god.
I don't know, maybe I'm a fucking asshole. I want to be entertained. Really. I sit atop my throne and I just want to be entertained. And it's like, if it's not, I'm like fucking Caesar, bro. Caesar Romero.
Would you say that you're the most successful musician in our friend group?
No.
Okay.
Fucking absolutely not. Like,
people could say that, maybe you've had certain successes and then you're just kind of shitting down the mountain on them or something like that.
No, because I'm not even on the mountain anymore. Like,
right.
Any mountain I was on was fucking years ago.
Right.
No, really, I don't even see myself anymore as a performer, I'm like a writer arranger.
Okay, so you're a songwriter, basically.
Like, I'm a songwriter. Like, I happen to fucking have dudes that want to play my songs, and they listen. Dude, they listen to my back catalog. Like, why the fuck don't we play this? Like, I don't know. Like, you know, I'm blessed.
Right.
My first advice was, how do you find people to be in a band? Make your band the band that people want to be in.
Right.
I was an asshole for that advice too. Am I a cunt? I don't know. I mean, that's what my attitude always was like, I want this to be the best that it can be. There's times it's fucking horrible. There's times I fucking OD'd and I'm fucking puking. I go on stage, then I come off stage and fucking collapse on the floor. Like, I did stupid shit.
Right.
Like, there's been lows, believe me. And I'm happy to fucking post a picture of when I look like a retard and be like, look, don't I look like a fucking jerk off? Like,
right.
That's growth.
I do that too.
It's being able to fucking look back and be like, wow, I was a fucking idiot.
Right.
Like, you could call me an idiot, but I've come to the realization of that I already was an idiot. Like, I'm like 3 steps ahead of whatever anybody's gonna say to me in terms of like an insult. Like, there's nothing you could say to me. People have said shit like, I'm gonna send you to your brother. My brother's dead.
That's fucked up.
My brother committed suicide.
That's fucked up.
The kid from Vigora wants to say that to me. It's like, fuck him. Like, I don't give a shit.
Right.
You know, he's fucked. He's got 3 kids and a wife that fucking hates him. Like, he already lives in hell. I don't have to fucking... I don't have to fucking point, you know, at him and fucking wish bad things upon him. I hope his kids fucking have a meal for the rest of their life. Honestly. I'm sorry their dad's such an asshole. What are you gonna do? Like,
yeah.
I don't take shit personally. I don't take anything personally. I take it personally if somebody goes, I'm going to give you $500 to do this, and I take my half up front, and I do whatever it is they want me to do, and then they don't give me the other $250. Like,
right.
I'll take that personally. You shouldn't take business personally, but I do because that's my bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
Criticism, whatever. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, you first.
Well, I was just saying that. You know, like as a writer, it's kind of like, you know, it's not an easy art to fucking master by any means, and it's something that you kind of have to be open-minded for criticism about, because actually people are doing you a favor when they critique you. But you have to go back to your work and look at it and give it an honest assessment and say, does this person have are they carrying any fucking water? Or is this all just bullshit, you know? But a lot of people, they just get their ego completely wrapped up in their art, and any little thing that you say or critique that you give them, they fucking fall apart, or they come at you because they don't feel comfortable in it. So it's like, and a lot of people I feel like just kind of dive headfirst into things. They don't get the essentials down. They look like shit, and people just fucking, you know, pat them on the back because at least they're doing something. But the question I propose to you is, as the one that's, you know, the harsh critic who's going to tell it like it is, are you really doing these people a favor? Because are they actually going to give up music or work on technique or anything like that? Are they really going to invest when they invested that time already?
What's my point of view? My point of view is the guy that works my ass off at a 9 to 5 every day, comes home, and every other day but today, I'm sitting here with a guitar. I'm sitting at the fucking electric drums. I'm fucking doing something that's mixing. I'm doing something that's related to my craft.
Right.
To fucking move my craft from here just maybe a centimeter.
Right.
You know, I don't know how far it's come from when I started out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't quantify it, but it's like I'm fucking working at it every day.
Right.
I come home sometimes my hands are fucking killing me. I still find some fucking way to do something, because that's if you're gonna do this, that's fucking what you have to be doing. Like,
right.
You want to be a rock star. Like, I don't even want to be a rock star.
Right.
And I got more going on than people that are like, oh, I played at Starland Ballroom. Good, fuck you. You had to sell tickets to do it, asshole. Like,
right.
Who gives a shit? You know, you can have this appearance of being a rock star. You play on a fucking stage that's this big to an audience full of people who don't give a fuck because they're there to see the real band,
right.
The headlining band. They don't give a shit about you.
Yeah, right.
Unless you're great, you know, and you fucking make fans, which they don't. It's just like it's like a racket. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You know, I played on the fucking stage at Carnegie Hall. Suck my dick, like, twice.
Right.
Blow me, twice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You want to throw out stages. Like, I've been on better stages than anybody I know. I don't give a fuck. To me, it's the craft. It's like fucking, how good are your songs? Can you write a good song? Are you telling a story with your lyrics? Or is your fucking arrangement interesting? Does it do something? Is it fun? Does it move somewhere? It doesn't have to be fucking brain surgery. I listen to Britney Spears.
Right.
I listen to so much shit music. The Strokes, like, I don't listen to music that's like Periphery and fucking all heavy shit all the time and prog rock. It's brainless. Mm-hmm. But that's pop songwriting.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. I think all I write is singles. I feel like in my head, all I write is singles.
Okay.
I don't know why. Like, there's songs I've written in the past that I see as filler, and people like those a lot too. It's all perspective. Some people like half the songs and hate the other half.
Right.
I don't hate half that person.
That's another thing. It's all kind of perspective, right?
Yeah, like, there's people that are like, yeah, listen to the whole thing. I didn't like any of the songs. Like, okay, I appreciate that. Like, why not? You know.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying about kind of separating your ego from your art. See, sometimes I kind of see myself as, I try to take my ego out of it, and I'm kind of like the vessel. I'm kind of like the ferryman of this experience. I bring this experience to people. I'm the kind of technician behind the curtain, but I let the experience speak for itself. I let the piece speak for itself. You know, and if you don't like it, it's not your cup of tea, then that's cool. You know, I'm not going to get all upset about
That's
it.
what I was going to ask you guys. Like,
What?
If you put out a short story and I read it and I was like, I read the whole thing. Like, I read the whole thing.
Right.
Didn't care for it.
Right. I would ask questions. I was asked why.
Yeah,
like, was it the plot? Was it the characterization?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I would give you like
What
my
was
2
it?
cents. Like, oh, I think the ending should have been this, or I was disappointed. You know, this part disappointed. Like, but you're telling a story. That's an emotional reaction to your story.
Exactly.
If I don't like your story, that's still the story you told.
Right.
For a reason.
That's right. And I listen to a lot of songs that are shit that get fucking on the radio, and I read a lot of things that are shit that are published in literary magazines when I think I'm writing stuff better, and it's getting rejection letters.
Yeah.
And then you ask yourself why, and it's kind of like a guessing game that could probably drive you mad forever.
We should let Santos talk.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like,
What
bursting at the seams.
Oh, are you?
He's holding his mouth closed.
Well, here's the whole thing, and this is how I look at it. I mean, as far as the creative process,
yeah.
I'm a person who deals with pressure.
Okay.
If I have to say, okay, I got to do this, I will get down and do it.
Okay.
And I usually make up something. Like anything that I've recorded, I'm like, okay, got to do it now. Sit down, put the instrument around you, or play it, sit at the instrument and do the thing, or write. We have to write.
So you work best under pressure.
Yes, I do. Now, as far as critiquing, here's the whole thing with critiquing with me. This is how I look at it. There's different kind of critiquing.
Right.
Where, say, for instance, I always use the example of a entertainment writer at the New York Times or the Voice,
okay,
or a place like that, where these people get paid to make a point. A lot of cases, people think they're full of shit. A lot of people like what they have to say, but they get paid. They make a certain comment, and people realize, oh yeah, that's what this guy does all the time. However, as far as critiquing somebody that you know, or someone that you have a relationship with, there are certain cases where you can go overboard. You don't want to hurt anybody. You want to make your point, but not make someone feel like shit. Am I right about that?
So it's the vitriol with which...
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, like I said, here's the thing. If I'm somebody and say, hey, you know what? But be constructive. Don't be negative. You can be negative in a way, say, I'm not crazy about it. Explain why.
I asked a question.
Uh-huh.
That's I think where I went wrong.
What was the question you asked?
How is this a single? Because it's very long and there's not really a hook.
Okay.
That was my question. It's like, a single is usually about 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Right.
And there's usually something that is the listener knows by 2 or 3 times by the 90-second mark. Like with any song, like
there's a melody,
a shoegaze band, anything. Like I don't think should I have said that? No. But was anybody else going to? No. It's like I want to be entertained. Like I don't want people to just tell people that something is good because they made it. There's got to be an evolution. Like,
right.
It could have been great. I genuinely was interested.
Right.
In it. I'm like, that's my friends. Like, what are they doing? It's disappointing because I've made less talented people sound better, and I feel like I could have helped them. I really, truly, I mean that in the nicest way possible. Like, I really do. Like, I don't mean that in an asshole-ish way.
Right.
Like, there's levels to things. Like, the level that I am at is here. The level that other people are at sometimes is here. The level that other people are at sometimes is here. It's technical fucking know-how. Like, I do this every fucking day.
Right. Do you think that since you've invested so much in, the essentials and, every day grinding at it, and you have health problems, but you overcome them, or
that's how I
fuel,
them.
maybe use that as fuel. So then maybe you see other people that you think
wasting their potential.
And that upsets you?
Yeah, it aggravates the shit out of me.
Okay.
It's like able-bodied people fucking that don't do shit. Yeah, that pisses me off. Absolutely. Like, It's fucking insulting almost. Like, the shape that I've been in at times where it's like I could show you fucking videos where I'm covered. Like, I look like the Thing from fucking Fantastic Four with, like, AIDS. And, like, I don't know. I'm out there fucking doing it, like, because you had a bad day and you're sad, you don't want to play your guitar. Fuck you. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, seriously, like, you don't belong in the same fucking venue as me. In the same fucking room, I feel like. I get really fucking pissed about it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you think you would be as motivated if you didn't have these health conditions?
Dude, I picked up a guitar because my skin blew up. I fucking probably wouldn't play music now if I didn't have this. Like, I would just be fucking, God knows, I'd probably be dead. I probably would have started doing drugs and fucking just been dead like all my friends,
Jeez.
Be better off. But
why did it escalate so quickly? That's what I want to know.
Oh, because it's like, it's okay for her to fucking say, oh, what do you know? You write shitty 2-minute punk songs. And it's like, you're retarded. Like, to say you write 2-minute songs is retarded because that's tempo. Like, you could literally retard that. And I could play the song at half speed and it's the same fucking song. Like, you can't attack somebody over shit like that. Like, it pisses her off that somebody gave her an honest 2 cents that she doesn't agree with, and that's fine. I feel bad. I hope she feels better, but, like, it's fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Nobody that I know needs to deal with 14 fucking messages during a workday because of something I said 6 months ago.
14 messages?
Oh, at least.
Oh my god.
Like, what do you do at work? Fucking work. I do. I'm not. How often do I text you back when we're at work? Like,
here and there, a couple of times.
Usually I go fucking to the bathroom for a minute and fucking I'll check my phone and see what's up. But, like, I don't have time for that shit during the day.
I'm bad with checking my phone, but half the time I don't even take a lunch and I'm just fucking crunching shit out. So I feel like I'm kind of due. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm all about honest feedback. I'm all about if you fucking hate something, like, just tell. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna cry myself to sleep because you could write it online. You could be like, I fucking hate this song. I disagree with its message, and the melody sucks, and the singer's an asshole. You know what? I'll probably share it because I think it's funny. Like, I really don't care. Like, once you hit that point in art, like where it's just like, this is just what I do.
Right.
And you're okay with it, you're confident in it, and you don't fucking care.
Right, exactly. You reach a certain level.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So if I said, the Bad Hormones, they're good, but they write a couple of funny songs. We don't have like a rush here, you know what I mean? We don't have. That's okay with you? I could just come out and say that. We don't have.
I try to write all funny songs. That's the thing. That's the other thing too. Is like being in like a horror punk band. Like, I fucking hate horror punk bands. I fucking hate horror punk bands, dude.
That's another thing you've been railing out.
Oh my god! Well, yeah, because it's hilarious to make grown men in makeup like mad. Like, you're a grown man,
right,
wearing face paint. Why are you laughing at that? That's not funny. See? And
the point is to have fun. What the fuck?
And it's great too. No, but you know what though? It's like, yeah, the point is to have fun, but the point is also like to be entertaining.
Yeah,
I feel like and do something that's like worth listening to. Like, it's funny. I always see bands that can like prop themselves up. Though, like, you could buy Facebook likes. I've thought about doing it for certain people just so they think they're awesome. But I could tell the bands that do it because I think I had about 1,000. So, and it's like I could post something on the Band Hormones page and I'll get about 50 at the max people that'll interact with it.
Yep.
On the podcast page, we're in the 200s. We'll get like 10, 20, generally metric wise.
I've got about 5,000 people on my fan page, and I get maybe between like 50 and 100 people that are interactive.
Right.
Yeah, I'm more successful than all you know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting here.
That's why I sit back and I just relax. All right, Paul's got to prove himself. He's beat all dynamic.
Yeah.
I have a record to hand out to people every once in a while. Here, you might like this. That's what my
And it's the fucking greatest record.
It is a great record.
That's all right.
Everybody likes it.
Yeah. Dude, that record is fucking off the chain.
You're like so modest about it. Like, people are like, when's the next Santos album coming out? A previous co-host who fucking cut that thing up every week and get something from it.
Dude, we always use that in the podcast.
I know.
He's probably still using it.
He actually used one of the
He's a
tracks for
fucking
something.
scavenger. He's always grabbing fucking audio from
Hey,
everybody.
I said, man, if you want to use it, use it. It's not.
I told him, don't you use anything from this podcast. If I find it, I'm gonna come slap you. You're getting slapped. I talked to Jim. Jim told me to break a leg at my show.
Good.
And, I broke someone else's leg. It was hilarious. No, I didn't. My show was fucking crazy though.
Yeah,
we played up in the boonies.
Okay.
And
Newton at the Greek.
That's right.
up
That
at
is
Greeks.
the boonies. Yes.
And
nice place though.
it was cool, man. I'd never been there, and it's like, I don't know, my guitar player's birthday party, so I wasn't gonna not do it. But we haven't done like an electric gig in years, and I finally was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, he wanted to do it, and we finally just went for it. And we've been playing acoustic for a long time now, like with the drummer, but he just plays the cajon. So it like paid off. Like, we got to the rehearsals and we all fucking know what we're supposed to be doing. The drummer knows what he's supposed to be fucking doing. It was just good, man. Like, it was a good release.
Oh, it's what's supposed to be.
Yeah, and people really dug it. And I don't know. I think we'll be back. We're gonna be at Evil Expo again. As a full band. Hopefully we're going to try and do a live album there.
Awesome.
That's the plan. And we're going to shoot a music video.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How's that coming along? What's
I
deal
think
with that?
the plan for that is going to be a takeoff of Weekend at Bernie's.
Nice.
Where basically we're supposed to go to a gig, but I'm dead. And then they put the headphones on me. And then we go in the car and it's like we stop at a place and like, I don't know, I think it would be funny if like a girl comes in the car and like makes out with me and like I'm just all dead, like, yeah. And then they get to the show all fucked up. Yeah, it'll be fun. Like, I like Weekend at Bernie's. I'm gonna grow my mustache.
Nice.
Okay.
Like Bernie,
Nice.
Who played him?
I forgot. I know it's someone who's actually pretty well known too. I forgot who it was.
All right.
Yeah, I can't remember, but yeah, our Weekend at Bernie's video. I think we're gonna do it for Dead Next Door. That's
Nice.
my hope and dream.
Nice.
And maybe I'll get Ken Katowski to DP it.
The cinematographer who was on here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very good interview too.
Thank you.
That was fun, man. I love the shows like that where we have a person that genuinely,
knows his shit.
That's not us. I mean, we all kind of know our shit, but somebody that's like in the industry an industry. Like, I want to get my friend Gerard on here. He's like a home improvement guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And he also used to be like I don't know if he was a model or what, or a bodybuilder or something.
Okay.
He's like just a jacked Italian dude. But the shit that he posts on Facebook is like so helpful to people that are like homeowners.
Oh.
I want to kind of be a helpful show.
Look at that.
So it would be cool to have him on to show some of the stuff that's like shit to look for in your house. And, and he's got like fucking crazy contractor stories. They all do.
Right, for sure.
Like I like to talk to the working man. Like,
look at you.
Guys that are just out there
Hero of the
hustling.
working
Mike
man.
Lowe, but I hear a podcast.
Yeah. I'm Mike Huge.
Mike Huge.
Yeah, I had a similar story. When I was single many moons ago, there was this gal I met who was polyamorous, actually. And
was his name Paulie Amorous? I thought of changing my stage name to that.
I don't know. She was considering me for a second or a third. I don't know what she was going on. She was kind of this hot blonde. We're hanging out, having cocktails, this and that. Oh, let me send you my manuscript, and please give me your honest opinion, And I was like, oh, I'll even critique it for you. I fucking sent her a note. She never talked to me again. Just dropped off.
You cock-blocked yourself.
I know. I thought I was doing her a huge favor.
You overdid it.
I overdid it. But you know what? Here's the thing, okay? I think part of...
How do you sleep at night, though, knowing you gave her an honest 2 cents?
Perfectly fine. Well, as soon as I hit the pillow, I'm out. None of it bothers me. My thing is, there's like a lot of other things you need kind of that surrounds talent and drive and ambition. And one of the most important ones I'm learning more and more in life is disposition. Your fucking disposition. How you come at shit. How you come at people is really fucking important.
Yeah, that's why I have
ever
a
thinks
piss-poor
about
attitude.
that. People just think about what's in it for them, how do they look in front of other people, and that's it. And it's like, well, you're missing the point. It's really just a service. When you want to be an entertainer of any kinds, you're just performing for people. Life fucking sucks. We all need a fucking release. We all need some sort of distraction every once in a while.
I do comedy.
Exactly. And music and fucking stories and movies and all this shit is just to fucking...
To entertain, man.
To entertain. And, we're just looking for, so...
If you're not entertained, let me know why.
Well,
you got comments.
One of the things that was very notable about a comment you made
Here we go. Now we're getting into it.
When you referred to someone as having the talent of a boat anchor. I'm sorry.
Oh, you just bring the band down.
That's
right.
cold.
But you know what?
Cold.
Here's the thing.
Literally.
It's a fucking... I can't fucking just... Listen, I can't stand idly by and just watch stupid shit happen. I don't want anybody to leave music. I just want them to get better at it.
Is this a context thing? Was there like an escalation and he got to that comment, or did you...
No, it's just one of those things where I said, you know what, let me run this by him and see what sticks, what happens.
Right.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
I'll take that. No, it's... I really don't truly think anyone has the talent of a boat anchor, frankly, because I don't think anyone could anchor a boat. But having said that, I don't know. It's just like fucking... You have to be open to criticism. And once I know somebody's kind of like gets pissed off, I definitely do fucking shoot right for the nerve, because like...
They should know a little bit.
You're in entertainment. I would hope fucking somebody, if I piss somebody off that bad, they're gonna come right back at me.
Right,
you know
exactly.
And frankly, that's fucking entertainment. That's show business. Like, once people start fucking arguing and fighting,
right,
everybody else is like, what the hell's going on? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Is there a single that's gonna come out of this? There could have been. But, you know, like, I don't know, it's like a commotion, you know? Like, well, what's being said about this band? Why is it being said? I'll check him out. Oh, this guy's wrong. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Hell yeah.
Am I a particularly vicious person? Yeah, I'm a fucking insult comic. Like, that's kind of what I can say. It says it on my profile. Transracial insult comic.
Transracial.
Yeah, I can say anything. But, like...
We got both kinds, country and western.
But really, at the end of the day, like... You know, if somebody had fucking a debilitating disease, or God forbid they were fucking homeless, like... You best believe I wouldn't be like, oh, good, I'm glad. You know, like, right. I would try to fucking make sure, like, okay, do they have food? Do they have a roof over their head? Like,
right.
People I don't like, fucking anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not an evil guy. But there's shtick for the sake of entertainment, and B, there's fucking... Somebody's got to say it sometimes. Like, should I have? Probably not. Does it matter that I said it? It shouldn't. I'm fucking one guy. I get called a huge asshole all the time. Like, I don't know why anybody would care what I say. I don't know. That's just the way I think of it. Like, get over it. You know, sometimes people are gonna say shit. Like, people have said shit to me, even that it's like, whatever. Like, I wish that person didn't say that. But like, I don't get mad over it, or like, you know, people have said shit like, oh yeah, you have like leopard print skin, or like whatever, like weird shit. Like, do I like when people address my psoriasis? Now I kind of do. I kind of liked when a guy went up to me and poked it one time. He's like, whoa, dude, that's fucking awesome special effects makeup. How'd you do that? I'm like, that's my real skin, bro. He's like, Just like recoiled in fear, you know? Like, I just don't, I don't care. Like, I could have got upset, like, oh yeah, this guy fucking touched my psoriasis and told me I had good special effects makeup and I look like a monster, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a shit? Yeah, really. That's, you know what, like, I literally was born with thick skin.
Right.
So I don't have any fucking sympathy for people that don't have it, that are... I don't know. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, for me it's
battle-hardened.
Yeah, I don't know. I grew up in the age of, like, snap fights and shit like that. And fucking, you know, your mother is this was the first thing we said as soon as we got to school in the morning. Like,
I expect that reaction.
People kind of got into it, like...
From, like, little kids. Like,
I'm like, come at me, like, you know... So I kind of, like... I don't even know if we're saying names. I invited this person to come on the show tonight. And
I would have picked up whatever they wanted in terms of food or drink. I would have been a good host.
I'm not like, yeah, exactly. And I was like, you know what? This is good for your bands, you know, because controversy fucking sells.
People would fucking... we would have like 20 people watching right now if we were all sitting in the same room having a nice conversation, like laughing. Like, it's okay. Like,
controversy fucking sells. People would tune in and then they would know the name of your band more. Okay, fucking controversy sells. People want conflict. Every great story, every great song, every great anything starts and ends with conflict. So, and I was like, look, you know, you can walk into the mouth of the beast, you come out a hero, or you can fucking say no, give the cold shoulder, mwah, and then how do you look? You know what I mean? People respect the hero. People respect the guy or the girl who come and stand up for what they believe in, you know what I'm saying? Just fucking show up, you know what I mean? For me, it's kind of like, I'll go on anybody's show. Fucking Fox News calls me tomorrow. I'll fucking go on there.
We should try and get some of my worst enemies on the show.
Put me on, man.
No, we should.
I will fucking come at you.
I have a worst enemy. Do you want to reach out to him and try and get him on the show?
Who is it?
I can't name him.
Oh, okay. Well, wait. So there's a person.
There's a person. Well, actually, I think I'm his worst enemy. He's not really my worst enemy. I'm pretty much indifferent to him. But boy, does he not like me.
You got a lot of enemies, man.
No, I just have two.
I have no enemies.
Oh shit.
You have one enemy.
I have an enemy.
He's not here anymore.
Oh, not my enemy.
He hopes you die of a stroke.
He's his own enemy, man. I don't have. I sleep.
This
like
is the
baby.
best show ever. Santos is red. Oh, you know what? I was thinking back to the time when I talked to Adam West, and he told me one time, I had a sexual experience with Olympia Dukakis. She has cock in her last name, and that day she had it in her ass.
Well, I was a little bit of a provocateur this afternoon because
Yeah, you announced.
I actually made a post on the Facebooker
I didn't.
while I was negotiating with said person. I don't know. I'm a little bit of a provocateur too.
You're a liability.
I'm a liability.
Liability.
That's why I belong on this show. But I was just, I don't know. I'm not like as in your face about it as you are. I'm just kind of like the funny zany guy that likes to push borders and boundaries just a little bit, just to see
You're the straight
how people
man.
react. I am kind of the straight
I'm the
man
gay
too.
man. Santos is somewhere in between.
You're
Yeah,
bi.
you're the bi,
You're the
yeah.
bi.
Yeah.
And he's
Buy this guitar, buy this amplifier.
and he's a cross-dresser, so it makes
That's
perfect
very
sense all
true.
around.
Yes, yes, and very happy at being a cross-dresser on that ad.
And very beautiful.
Well, thank you very much.
You really do.
I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
You really brightened my day.
That was hysterical.
That was the best thing ever. I'm really glad of all the things that happened last year. That was, I think, my favorite.
That was the topper.
Cool.
That was the
I'm glad.
topper.
Yeah, like it's like okay, someone's gonna dress and do the divine thing. It's like, are they though? And then it was like, yeah,
Yeah, no, we were not fucking around.
Fucking-
When that idea came through, it was like
eyebrows, fucking baller.
4 hours of makeup.
Yeah,
We
no,
did a
yeah,
tribute
you're-
to the Clash Bar last year, in case you're just tuning in
Yeah.
or listening and you didn't catch that last time, where
Yeah.
Santos actually did the whole divine thing. He had, what was the name of the brigade that did your hair?
Oh
and makeup
yeah,
and all that?
the Divine Inspiration, I think was the name.
Divine
No,
Inspiration.
Divine Intervention. Divine Intervention.
It was the divine intervention.
Well, I have.
and he really became divine, just both in character and in costume. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, I got fucking ripped drunk. on Cosmopolitans.
What? I thought you were sober.
Did you need that to get in the character? You need to take the edge off a little bit?
No, I was already that character. I walked through the door. As soon as I walked through the door, I was like, I'm divine.
That was
Exactly. Yeah, I
great.
was not fucking around.
No, you were not.
I have to say that everybody who was involved in doing that, they're the ones who really pulled it together. I just
The true
did my-
heroes.
And you were like a different person.
Who was that? That
Yeah, I
was
was the same
Sonia.
person. Sonia, Christine, and Jim, and Gwen. Now, Gwen did something very, very. I was very appreciative of what she did. It's something that not many people would do, especially a person who's your roommate and your friend. But what she did was, it was very, very important to the character.
Good.
So yes, I have to say, give her
Huzzah.
props.
Applause.
And she
Huzzah.
knows what it was. So
She gave you $50, huh?
no, I could use $50.
She bought you those Cosmos.
Yeah. I think Jim got me one, and I think Sonia got me one of those.
Yeah.
I was so exhausted at the end of that night, man.
Jim was feeding you drinks, huh? Yeah. Sometimes I get bad ideas, but I don't act on them.
Oh,
See,
Jesus
I'm not, because he'll put up like a video and stuff like that, and sometimes I just want to write in the comment section, yawn, but I don't do it. I don't fucking do it. Because I know it's gonna be, he's gonna like,
You know what?
get some aerosols and suck them down or something. I don't know what he's
It's
gonna
like
do.
the way I look at it too. I don't know. Somebody told me that I should be offended because I was told that basically. Well, you're gonna be offended. No, I was told basically that like he didn't mind hanging out with me and taking abuse from me because I taught him video editing, but he's not gonna take abuse from you because he learned nothing from you.
Oh, great.
And I was like, well.
You're just schooled in.
Yeah, I was like, okay, like, whatever. Like, that doesn't even bother me. Like,
Tuition from Paul University is abuse.
but I don't even think, like, am I really that bad? Like, am I
You just
really
fucked with him. You just busted his balls like Jersey guys
am I a
do.
terrible
Like,
person? Like, I don't know.
Well, the one thing that I found very, very funny, and I mean, it was crazy, but when you and Jim were fighting,
yeah.
and he was in the other frame,
just laughing.
practically having a fucking stroke laughing. Yeah. I was like, oh my god, this is great fucking television. This is great entertainment. It was
I'm just
crazy,
watching
but
Jim scold him. Fucking like a child. Like, I couldn't believe what was happening. And that's just my natural reaction to just crazy shit. It's just like, I just lose it, man. Like the Joker. Like, I just fucking. That was genuine, like, psychotic laughter. Like, I was being refueled by that, just sucking away the negative energy and just taking it into my black heart.
I mean, honestly, I my opinion, and you can take it or leave it.
Yes.
You and Jim should have really taken that not on camera. You guys
We
should have
didn't know there was a thing. It was.
I thought I was just gonna laugh it off. I didn't think he was gonna get all upset and shit like that.
I really,
right.
we
I was
really
just busting
kinda,
his balls a little bit.
Well, yeah, I
kinda
saw
didn't
that.
foresee that, and like I felt bad sort of after it happened.
Like, I took it to a 5, and he just automatically took it to a 10. Like, whoa.
yeah, and then I laughed like the
Right.
Joker.
I don't think it was even a 5. Like, I was just busting his nuts.
Yeah, I kind of was, and I was half in the bag for that too, because of like, I knew that he wasn't giving out the Cult of Contempt cards, and I was kind of like, just make sure, those get handed. I can't do everything. So it was like, I was sort of a little bit in the bag for Phil. I love Phil's ability to just like slide into a fucking place. Whoosh,
I'm like a
and just,
ninja,
hand-
bro.
Yeah, like hand yeah, I'm on a podcast. This guy, another guy there. And
And he didn't say anything at the time. He just played it totally cool.
Because I thought I was going to embarrass him into handing out the Cult of Contempt fucking cards. But
Yeah.
no, he just kept fucking doing his own thing.
That really should have been handled differently, honestly. Though.
yeah,
I
it
mean,
should have. But on the same token, it is what it is. It's like
Yeah,
it
it's
came
true.
out when it came
Yeah.
out. I felt bad, but there's no ill will. I wasn't even mad that he wasn't giving out the Cult of Contempt card. You know what I mean? Like, we're there to basically for this show. Like, I kind of got us in with the guy, and fucking it was to get more shit to happen. Like,
Right.
and it's good. You know what? That's why I wasn't annoyed about it, because it's like, okay, the Evil Expo, more people will know about it because of this, and whether it's on us or it's on his channel or it's on anybody else's channel, like, it's good. It's good for business, so it's
Right.
fine. Is it good for us? Not really. But yeah, I guess maybe he knew he was gonna leave. I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting.
I have no idea really, but like, it's all good. Like, if he's happy, I'm happy.
Right, exactly.
Like, we're happy. Everybody's happy nowadays. Like, that's
My
all.
thing is just, if you're pissed off at me, just fucking come talk to me. Like, we're supposed to be friends. Like, I just fucking bust your balls and then all this shit comes out. Like, you've
I'm
been
mad
fucking
that you don't
holding
have a
resentments.
glass eye.
I'm working on it.
I
like
really.
Peter Falk.
I want you to have a glass eye like the bad guy in Last Action Hero, and I want you to change it all the time. Like, sometimes I want your glass eye to be a smiley face. Sometimes I want it to be a spiral.
That's been done.
Or Red Dot.
Yeah, Last Action Hero. It was awesome. Charles Dance, he's great. Great actor.
He is.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I made a fucking Olympia Dukakis reference. I made a Charles Dance reference
This
tonight.
is getting crazy tonight.
It's getting fucking,
This is
nobody's
getting
gonna know
wild.
what's going on.
It's fucking hilarious.
Kirstie Alley up in this VR. Oh my god. Oh, the baby's talking. It's got Bruce Willis's voice. I was thinking of what movie we should make.
Okay.
Like, I think I want to make a Cult of Contempt movie, but I think
Nice.
I basically want to just make a remake of Twins. But with me and you. Santos is like the scientist.
That sounds
Just
fantastic.
harkening back to your scientist role
That's
that
it.
you've
I've done,
already
yes,
played.
yes, I can do the scientist
Yeah.
role. It
Am I
seems.
the Arnold or am I Danny DeVito?
No, we're both Arnold. That's the best part. That's why it's kind of a loose remake of Twins.
I think we're both Danny
We're
DeVito. Who are you
We're both just super successful, cool guys. It's gonna be more like Night at the Roxbury. But yeah, I've been kicking around ideas. Like, that would be a good one.
It's
yeah.
gonna be more like It's Always Sunny, I think.
That would be Twins.
Twins.
They're gonna make a sequel to Twins called Triplets with Eddie Murphy.
Get
apparently.
out.
Seriously?
That's crazy.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy is
Wow.
the other, the triplet.
How's that work?
Okay. After all these years, huh?
After all these years,
I
his laugh, oh, it's gonna be great.
I love Eddie
I
Murphy.
turned 21 watching Twins with a friend of mine Then we went out to the back of the theater in my Chrysler Cordoba, drinking Jack Daniels and singing U2 songs, sitting on the trunk of my car.
Oh, wow.
That was an interesting way to spend my 21st birthday. I just remember about twins.
Wow.
How did you spend your 21st birthday? This is getting
Drunk.
interesting.
I think it was at what's that bar in Clifton? That motorcycle bar or whatever?
Oh,
Dingo's Den.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was the
okay.
Dingo's Den. We pulled an all-nighter there. And then I had a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich when the sun came up.
Nice.
Good times.
I
Good times.
went to a bar in Nutley called Scuttlebutts.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
heard of Scuttlebutts.
It was a cool little bar,
Yep.
and
Center
Patrick and Liam would serve you drinks.
I remember Liam.
Boy, would they! Yeah, one of them works at Tierney's now.
Yeah, that's
Patrick
right.
or Liam, I forget which one. One of them had brown hair, or one of them had like reddish hair. But I was there with my parents and this. I dated a girl that was a Moonie.
What?
A Mooney girl.
Really?
Like her Mooney friend.
Weird.
And they were
Holy
there.
shit.
And my friend Brian was there. So the fucking Patrick gives me a giant like ice bucket just full of all different alcohols that he
Nice.
poured into it. Me having more sense than that, I'm like, I'm not drinking this. So I gave it to the Asian girls that were with me, the two Moonies, and they never drank before in their life,
Oh, shit.
and they were not of age. So
Wow.
they got fucking shit hammered, and then I was dating one of them, but then I broke up with her, and then this Italian feminist girl came, and I really wanted to like see her rack. So I ended up just leaving with her. I just left my parents and my friend Brian with these two drunk Asian girls. So my mom's like, Brian, like I need your help getting them home, like. So Brian sat in the middle and basically held their heads out the window.
Oh
while
my
they
God.
moved on the way home. Yeah, he took one
Wow.
from the team, and I felt an Italian girl's boobs.
Good.
So it was a good night.
It was worthwhile.
All right.
Yeah, it was all right. 24 or 21, it wasn't bad.
What was the deal with the Moonies that you remember?
Oh.
Yeah, how did you meet them?
Because there was a lot of Moonies in Nutley.
Get out.
I never knew that.
There's
no
a
shit.
huge population of Moonies in Nutley.
It's like a
I
Korean-
graduated probably with 10 of them. I mean, there's
Wow.
a lot of families in town, and they all have like 5 or 6 kids. Like,
Okay.
It's a Korean cult.
and basically, yeah, they Reverend Sum Young Moon. They're in this cult, and they all work at the New Yorker Hotel because the Moonies own the New Yorker Hotel.
No shit.
So that's where like all these. That's the base of operations, basically, I guess, for the thing. So I met my fair share of Moonies in my travels sexually. Yeah, they're not Moonies anymore
Okay.
because of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Got them thrown out of the cult.
No, they left the cult
Oh, okay.
for the cock.
They left the cult for the cock.
Yeah.
Now it's the cult of cock instead of the cult of contempt.
Oh, it's always been the cult of cock.
It's been the cult of cock for a while now.
COC. That's
COC.
That's why I made that the acronym. Came up with the acronym before I came up with the name.
You're like, I need to walk cock in here
I'm
somewhere.
like, yeah, it needs to be cock, but I don't know what to put for the K, so I'll just chop that off. COC, yeah, that's cool. Corrosion of conformity, never heard of them. Who are those guys?
I think
Nobody's.
they're breaking up anyway.
Oh, wait,
well.
they're still together.
I think their singer died or something like that, or he has
Pepper
cancer.
Keenan?
I think so, yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Should I look it up?
No.
Okay.
Did you guys hear that there's a new Candyman coming out?
Yes,
No,
I
didn't hear about this,
did.
Really?
Dude, I posted the poster the other day.
I saw that.
I was hoping for the trailer this week because that poster, it's just a hook covered in like honey is dripping off
Okay,
it, like a
okay.
bee on the top of the crest of the hook.
Okay.
Badass.
It's fucking
Cool.
It got me so psyched. And then too, I was bummed because I saw originally Tony Todd, the guy who played the Candyman, posted like, oh, it's cool they're making a new Candyman, like, yeah, my blessing, like, do it right, do a good job.
Of course.
Dude, he's fucking back.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess they just decided, they're like, why not? Like, black don't crack. Like,
Okay.
they don't look any different.
He's
Bring
fucking
him back.
amazing. He
He's
was
fucking
amazing
awesome.
in
Yeah.
that first film.
That guy, he's looked the same for fucking 30 years, too. Like, you know.
He's got the voice too.
Yeah, that voice is fucking... Be my victim.
Yeah.
It's so fucking... Oh, I love it.
Wow.
I'm so psyched that it's cool, too, because... It's going to be about, like, that took place in the Cabrini Green, which is like a ghetto.
Yeah, of course. I heard Cabrini Green.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yeah.
like a ghetto, man. Like, tenements.
Wow.
And
wow.
now it's all gentrified.
Oh.
And that's what the new Candyman is like that legend in, like, a gentrified fucking Cabrini Green.
That'll be really, really cool. It'll
I'm
be
fucking
fascinating.
psyched. I can't wait to see how white people are evil. Like, I'm thrilled. Nothing makes me happier than when fragile white people get mad over a movie. Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, there's you posted that whole thing about white fragility or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that paper true? Some kid
wrote that.
wrote a
yeah.
paper
Yeah,
about
that's
white
right, it was-
fragility, and it's a psychological
yeah.
concept that white people don't realize that racism is inherent in our society, and so when it's brought up, it makes them feel as though they're being told they're immoral or bad people, rather than this is a systemic problem you should be aware of. So I guess, you know, Trumpsters and stuff like that are fragile white people because they reject all this racist
I
talk.
kind of think that everybody, it's like, well, not everybody. I really don't think any of us are really that fragile. I think
Yeah, I don't
No.
think so myself. I think we all have, you know,
we're pretty, you know, like we
bounce
shoot
back.
straight with each
Right.
other. It's whatever,
Yeah.
you know.
Right, yeah.
Like, I don't have any ill will with anybody, but I think a lot of people have like a fucking kind of like your side or mine mentality.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's black or white.
My way or the
Everything
highway.
my way. Yeah, like, and it's a fucking.
Why
I
is it
don't-
gotta be like that?
I don't think it's necessarily just white people. I think it's a lot of people, frankly,
Right.
of all fucking things. But maybe that's my white fragility. I don't know. I mean, a lot of fragile people.
Yeah.
That's like we're in our almost 40s. Like we don't need to handle each other with kid gloves like anymore.
Yeah, I think this was.
yeah, we're past that point where being sent. I mean, it's true. When people in their 20s, they tend to be very like.
What is everybody gonna think?
Yeah, you get to a certain point where like, yeah, I'm too old for this shit. You know?
So I think it's more freeing when you get out of that whole kind
Yeah,
of,
it is,
thought
absolutely.
process. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's about being sympathetic to the plight of other people. I feel like we had a lot of horrible things that happened to this country when basically it was conquered, and we never dealt with all that shit on on the psychological level. And there's
No,
just
that's
all
why
this fucking
all the Native
trauma.
Americans are fucking alcoholics and shit. They got like their land, but they're like fucking,
I feel like
they have like problems. Like,
in South Africa, there was kind of like people just talking about it. There was like a national movement to talk about apartheid, and it helped the country heal. And we never did that in this country, number one. And number two, we're only like, 3 generations away from slavery, so this stuff didn't happen that long ago. I feel like there's just a lot of weird people moved into this country, and then the frontier disappeared, and now we all have got to face each other and figure out how to have a society. And that's not a very easy thing to do, but I feel like we're also going way too far the other way, and we're getting way too caught up in like just how things are said instead of actually helping the fucking people that are suffering.
context.
So it's like, you're gonna get all upset about, somebody who's not supposed to say the M-word, which is valid, but, when's the last time you fucking supported the NAACP, or when's the last time you fucking, you know what I mean? There's just, I think we need to invest more in fucking actually
I don't
helping
think anybody
people.
would be mad if somebody was like, I'm gonna give these N-words $1 million, and then he gave it to them. They'd be like, that guy gets a pass. It depends on the context, you know?
That's an interesting sociological experiment. I don't like what you said, but But yeah, I don't know. Just it's just we've got some sort of fucking And another thing is that people like to get outraged in this fucking country, and I don't think that's a new thing. I mean, we used to hang witches in this country too.
But the shit they used to get outraged about was funny. Like, it was like, Twisted Sister wrote a mean song. Like, we gotta protest this. It wasn't like, fucking, this almond milk company is not using bee-friendly fucking farms to make their almonds. Like, we have to fucking burn them to the ground. Like, it's priorities have become, like, so... I try to worry really about, like, shit locally. Like, if I drove past a guy every day that was, like, a homeless guy living on the corner of my driveway, I'd be like, hey, bud, like... You alright? Like, what's going on? Like, I would try to, like, figure out, like, hey, can I help this guy? Like, he's literally within a mile of me. People walk past him. Mm-hmm. Like, I would feel the need to do something.
Buy him a hot dog or something.
In terms of, like, donating to a charity or whatever, it's like, that to me is fucking out the window. Like, I like to think more locally, like, I'll donate shit to places.
What about the people who make sandwiches for the homeless and go up to them and give them the sandwiches?
Exactly.
When you donate money to a charity, I mean, I have no problem. I mean, I have done that. But the question is, where does the money go?
Exactly. That's really it. It's like I could take that same whatever and do whatever with it locally.
It's more grassroots kind of stuff.
Right.
Donate to a food pantry, whatever.
Yeah.
Shit like that around here. Like, I haven't been. I keep actually thinking about doing the volunteering at the homeless shelter. It's like a time thing, really, because it's during the day. I would like to do it, but like
I should organize something like that.
I did that in high school. Yeah, we should do that for the podcast. Actually,
I like that.
That would be cool. Like, we'll just fucking go. I don't know. Try and raise money, fucking buy some food.
I like that.
That would be a good thing to do for the podcast.
Just organize people to go and fucking cook a meal or something.
Yeah, we should. We should
kitchen.
plan something. I used to do the thing at the food kitchen at Newark, like when I was in high school.
Oh, okay.
And we would go there, and it's like, I don't know. I always felt, it's like somebody's got to serve the food to these people. They're lining up on the street. They come in, they fucking take food. The guy's like, I want another piece of bread. Here you go, pal. Like, I'm not gonna fucking deny you another piece of bread. You know what I mean? Like,
that's right.
Whatever. Like, I can't give you the whole basket, but I could give you another one. There's got to be enough to go around. But if you want to, and you know what they're like, don't do that. The guy behind him's gonna want to. The guy behind him didn't want to. Like, it's not like they see the other guy like, oh, he got 2 pieces of bread. I'm gonna take 2. Like, if I wanted 2 pieces of bread, I'll give him 2 pieces of bread. Like, whatever. I'm not the fucking keeper of bread.
That's right.
It sucks that you have to be here, and it sucks that this place even has to exist.
Right.
And, like, I'm glad that they can have a good meal for today. Like, that's what's important.
Yeah.
I don't know. I miss that. Like, we used to do that in high school we would leave school to go do it. So that was cool. To not be at school and just hanging out with homeless people. That was awesome.
They probably figure you're going to end up there anyway.
Yeah, that's probably why. They brought us there as like a fucking message. That was when I went to the Votech. They were like, they would bring us to like the weirdest places. Or like, I think I had to read the Martin Luther King speech because it was like I was like the minority. When you looked around the room, I stuck out like the sore thumb, unlike Nutley, where it was the other way around. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna make him read a Martin Luther King speech, and that was kind of awkward. Like, I felt like I shouldn't have been doing that. There was a couple of things there that I felt like really kind of weird about, but I was like, well, it's everybody else is cool with it. Like, I'll tell you, like, I really didn't know. I didn't know any people of color before I fucking moved before I went to Bloomfield Tech.
Okay.
Or I knew a couple. Like, they were from Nutley. They were cool, but like, I never knew people from the hood. I guess really, like I knew maybe 10 people of color in Nutley. There wasn't many, but like people from like the hood, like I never. They were fucking cool, man. Like, the first year it was awesome. The second year, I guess I kind of was like gaining a little too much of a social status, and a kid threw a basketball at my head.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, why'd you do that? And he goes, 'cause you're white. And then I just like, I gotta get out of here. Like, I don't want to get attacked because I'm white. I want to get attacked because I'm an asshole. you know. But I wasn't being an
that as
asshole.
an excuse or something. Oh yeah, maybe.
But I was always cool. Like I don't know. I always got along with everybody there, like,
Right.
except for Elias. Fucking prick.
Fucking
I
Elias.
hope you're dead, Elias. Asshole.
You had a stroke.
Oh god.
I hope you have a stroke and die, Elias. No, I don't mean that. That's a bad thing to say.
yeah.
I mean, I felt really bad when I saw that.
I mean, I have a conspiracy theory as to
What?
why everybody's so fucking touchy nowadays. Because we had the Great Recession, and society almost fell apart. Do you think that maybe the system amped up the left versus right thing? You know, that made people more volatile, so they wouldn't challenge the system, and now we don't know how to turn it back down again.
No, it's more of like a. I think it's that the left and right have become like almost like 6 different fucking groups.
Okay.
Like I feel like there's like 6 warring factions.
Well,
Like, there's
yeah,
like the
there are
people in the
different-
center, like the centrists.
There are
and-
different liberals, different
Yeah,
conservatives.
at the very center of it, those two are very, they're close. Like, there's a little left, a little right.
Moderates.
Maybe people kind of super center. And then as the further out you get, it's like, okay, now you get the people that are, like, religious.
Yeah.
And then you get the people that are, like, super religious and, like, racist. And then on this
Yeah.
side, you get the people that are like, oh, you know, we're vegetarians, and there are all the stereotypes of that. And then you get really far out, and you get like the people that are, like, they think like, oh, like a male to female person that is an athlete should be able to compete against biological females. And it's like, well, you know, I mean, yeah, they're gonna beat the shit out of them. I'd like to see that. That's fine. Whatever UFC wants to do, I don't care. But I don't think it's really fair to the, you know, the biologically female athlete. As a man, if I fist fought a woman, I think 9 out of 10 times I would probably beat the shit out of her, even if I had female hormones in me. You know,
Find some big
just a
Russian
little-
women, and let's have you fight them on
Russian
there.
women. Like Andy Kaufman when he fought.
You know, I
wrestled,
really.
right?
There you go, Russell Wilson.
I mean, yeah, listen, there's chicks that could beat the shit out of me. Fucking, probably Gwen could beat the shit out of me. But, like, at the end of the day, I think if you took most men and most women, and
Yeah.
even if a guy's male to female, or if somebody's female to male, like, you don't see a lot of female to male athletes that are like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking, you know, join UFC and fight biological dudes.
What if they had
Like,
their own league?
well, but then you're marginalizing them by just, like, giving them their own thing.
Or making
So-
them special?
But everybody's special.
Well, then you're
But
marginalized.
if everybody's special, nobody is.
But that's the thing. That's exactly
Nobody's
that's exactly
special.
the question.
Nobody is.
That answers the question that you asked about society. Like,
Right.
basically, like, that is that in a nutshell.
I
is the
kind of feel
crux
like
of
we're
all.
probably in the midst of one of the worst types of income inequality in our country. And I feel like we had kind of more of like, you know, I don't know, like, what was the Caddyshack kind of feeling in this country? You know what I mean?
The
There's kind
slobs
of,
versus the snobs.
Yeah, I just feel like, you know, people in the 60s and 70s and 80s even could make a decent living, and they didn't care so much, and everything was fine. I mean, you can make a decent living in a blue-collar job, and now people are struggling so much, and they feel shaky in their socioeconomic fucking level that anything will fucking set them off.
And then social media plays a big part in that too.
It
because-
exacerbates it.
Yeah, you're not seeing each other face to face. You're actually lobbing volleys at each other through the internet. It's just like, look,
If I want
Get
to
in a room
talk to
with someone.
somebody, I'll fucking call them or I'll fucking talk
Yeah.
to them. And people hate phone calls today, but you know
Oh,
what?
you don't
Like
like phone calls,
texts
yeah.
and social and fucking writing posts and shit like that.
I would rather somebody put me personally on blast on a post
Yeah.
than be passive aggressive about it.
I'm
I would
just
rather
like,
somebody
fucking
be like,
talk to
Paul
me.
Mold is a fucking. If they don't have the means to talk to me, I would rather they name my fucking name
Right.
and put me on blast
Right.
and tell the world why I'm an asshole.
Right.
Because when I tell the world why I'm not, they're gonna look like a cunt. That's all I ask.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. And on that note, who's the hero of the week?
Is it hero or asshole?
Asshole? Hero? Oh, yeah, it's only asshole now. We eradicated hero.
Oh, okay, all right.
I think it should have always been asshole. Why were we doing hero? This is not that kind of show.
Because we were going to be the cult of content.
The clump of content. With daisies growing out of our assholes.
I'm going to do the
What a
Ace Ventura
wonderful-
talking butt thing. Oh, no, wait, I can't. Because these jeans are 15 years old and I still fit in them. But they're very
Michael
tight.
Stipes looking fuck. So goddamn skinny, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm wasting away.
Wasting away.
Soon I'll be gone.
You're gonna be the
You'll all
fucking,
be thrilled.
You're gonna be the broom challenge just by standing up.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who's my asshole of the week? I think you are, but I think that also makes you the hero of the week.
Well, that's not allowed.
For I think that in this context, I mean the asshole of the week as a compliment because you really brought us some dynamic fucking content to this show by insulting people on the internet.
It's not insulting. All right. That phone answer thing wasn't. No, I said that hypothetically, I think.
Right, yeah, hypothetical. Well,
I said
my
hypothetically, if I
asshole
think
of the
somebody
week.
has the talent of a battle axe with the talent of a boat anchor. I didn't say that was specifically somebody, actually. And really, I was talking about Courtney when I said that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Not Gwen, but you know, you know why I feel that way? Because I had to mix something for her, and just in terms of engineering and like, oh, could you do this, this, and this so that it's easier for me to mix it? And then I got the tracks, and they were just like a shit show of fucking disappointment. That's really why I said that. Because it really is like a boat anchor of a person that's engineering something wrong. Still, I saw a picture. And that's fine. You do what works for you. I guess I'll do what works for me, but I don't have to like it.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe that makes me an asshole.
I don't know.
But really, I have nothing. I just want everything to be good at the end of the day. That's my...
Right.
If that makes me an asshole or a hero.
I'm saying don't waste your breath. People are just gonna do what they want anyway.
I know they are. Santos, who's your asshole of the week?
Well, let's see.
Is it me?
No,
Oh,
it's not you.
damn.
First of all,
To go 3 for 3.
well, first of all, I remember who got me the first Cosmopolitan. It was Lisa Schoenfeld.
Okay.
So
nice.
Lisa, I salute you. Thank you.
We salute you.
That was wonderful.
Lisa Schoenfeld! We salute you! Oh!
Lisa Crystal Lisa.
Exactly. I would say now that I'm actually getting compensated for my not working right now, which
Oh.
I am out of a job, I would say my asshole of the week would be my former manager.
Oh, nice.
He was a passive-aggressive jerk. Cunt, yes, a cunt. Who would treat me very... The other person I worked with, he was treating her with kid gloves, so to speak. And for me, I was being treated like, you know, they expected so much out of me I couldn't deliver.
Yeah.
And they had a problem with that. I was the person who actually made everything work for everybody. People kept calling me because the other person wasn't getting the job done right.
Jesus.
And the bottom line is, I was absent a lot because I was sick sometimes, and sometimes I was having stress issues. I had bad headaches for the last few weeks of my job. I had to take off. I was sick at New Year's, the day after New Year's. That week I was sick. They're okay with that, but then I had to stay home because I had a really bad migraine. And then that Friday of that week, I went to my manager called me, told me to go to the HR office. I went there, and then the HR person called him, and then he said over the speakerphone that I was terminated.
Jesus.
Oh, you wouldn't do it
show
face to
up?
face? What a pussy.
It was he works in Pennsylvania.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
but anyway, you know, That job I did not like. I didn't like it at all, but that didn't mean that I couldn't work it because people were good. They were nice people. But you know what? The fact that you basically threw me off the cliff because they made me sign an agreement about the attendance, just really digging in.
Yeah,
it was really, yeah.
And you know what? That's probably illegal that they fired you for that because of you could get a reasonable accommodation with the Americans with disabilities.
That's true. But what they did was he actually sent me a document that I needed to sign stating that, okay, well, if this situation happens in this particular order, this particular way, we're going to count it as being an unexcused absence and some crap. But yeah, no, I mean, I could have fought it. I could have probably won. But the thing was that I was just.
You don't want that anyway.
No, I don't need that kind of aggravation.
Yeah.
Not any age, but I'm 51 years old. I mean, I just want to fucking do my job.
I didn't know you were in your 50s.
51. Yeah, 51.
Fucking A.
Yeah. So, but that's.
But he pulls off a hot broad.
I thought he was a sexy 44.
Well, thank you.
This Frank Black looking motherfucker. I think my hero of the week is you guys. I don't know about you. I'm just always glad that we do a show.
Ooh, okay.
Thank you,
guys
sir.
give it to me straight.
Classy.
It's all good.
Well, thanks for letting me be here. I mean, you know.
I'm always glad when you're here, Santos. You're officially the third mic if you want to be the third.
I'll take it. I'll take a job. Thank you. I'll go for that.
It's not really a job. It doesn't pay.
Well, it's not a job, but yeah, I'll take the position.
I'll take the position.
Take the position.
And on that note, we're out of here. Love you guys.
All right, guys.
Hail
I
Satan.
hope you liked us in color.
Yes.
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
We hope you enjoyed our presentation of Cult of Contempt podcast. If you have any questions or comments, or want to hear your band on the show, just write us at cultofcontemptpodcast@gmail.com. If you'd like to see back episodes of the show, youtube.com/Plan10 Studios, cultofcontempt.org, or right here on Facebook, Cult of Contempt Network.